Do you hate using a script because you feel it makes you stiff and not yourself? Instead, you want to speak from the heart. But the problem is that you forget your flow and key points, and that means that you don't get the result that you're after from the interaction. Well, what if I was to say to you, ditch the script and still speak with authority and get the results that you're after on stage, in a meeting, on camera like I'm doing right now? How does that sound? If you know that this is what you want, click on the link below the video and let's get started. In this video, I take you through the most important steps to make this happen. Step number 1. Before my clients create anything that they want to share, I get them to do 2 things. Define the aha they want to share. That's the big idea, the thought, the takeaway that they want to plant in their stakeholders' head. They need to define it and be specific. For example, the aha I want to plant in your head is that you don't need a script as long as you nail the steps I share with you in this video, and you will be your authentic, credible, fantastic self when you have the chance to share what you know and do. Creating this aha is really important because it gives you guardrails, boundaries around what to say and what not to say. So what you do is every time you want to add information, you ask yourself, does this point to my aha, this thought, idea, stat, example, or does it divert away from it, create a different thought? This is the biggest challenge people have, people who are clever and have a lot to share. They want to share a lot. And the second thing is, what's the result that you want from the interaction? Step number 1 is top and tail what you're going to be sharing. Define the aha and the result, the outcome that you want from the interaction. Okay, step number 2. How much time do you spend figuring out how to start what you're going to share? It is so important to get this right, because if you don't start strong, no one's listening to what you're going to say next. Now, to make you feel better, you are not alone in this struggle. Research tells us that professionals spend 60% of their time trying to figure out that first thing they're going to share, and it eats up the most time. Research also tells us that when you start with a hook, something interesting, something unexpected, then recall goes up by 22%. Right? People remember that thing that you started with, and then they're more likely to remember other bits of what you say too. To help you nail that very first sentence, I am sharing what I call my first sentence framework. There's a link to it below the video. Click on it and let me know which one is your favorite one, the one you're going to start using first. Point number 2 is start strong or be screwed, and click on the link below the video for your copy of the first sentence framework. Right, step number 3. These marbles are all your ideas, stats, facts, thoughts, examples. They're all there, waiting to be said. But the problem is they're just really a jumbled up mess without putting them together in a certain way that makes sense. When you thread them together and you have a flow, a structure, it's easier for you to remember and for the people you are speaking with to remember key points too. But don't go wild and have lots of different points like this. Instead, you want to have 3 to 5 points max. If you want to increase comprehension by, it's a very specific percent actually, 32%, according to the University of Cambridge research from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 key points, ideas, information, bits of information that you want to share. When you define them, simplify them, and put them together in a structure, your life gets so much easier, especially if you do the next thing. So point number 3 is create a sticky structure. It's a sticky structure for you to remember and for the people whose interest you want. And the next step really helps you perfect this. So you don't just remember, but it becomes really interesting for the people you're speaking with too. Step number 4. I like using old tech, pieces of paper, words, sticky notes, colors. I also like to use things, objects. For example, I have a giraffe that I use when I'm sharing that, hey, you don't want to be like everybody else. You want to stand out from the crowd. You want to define your difference and lean into it. Be more giraffe. So this is a great little reminder for me to say that if I have it with me when I'm speaking. Another prop is my megaphone. This reminds me to say something like, you know, so many people think that they need to be loud to get results. No, you don't. You can be as loud as you want. People won't tune in and listen to you. They won't want to listen to you. The way you get attention is by interesting people first. So do you see, my props prompt me to say something. For example, I have other props like these. This is the Queen of Vulnerability, Brené Brown. It's to remind me that, if you don't define what you want to be known for and make it really easy for people to remember what you are known for, you lose. So do you see, props and prompts, they make it more fun. They make it more about how quirky and unique you are, because your props and prompts are going to be unique to you. They're going to reflect how you think, what you're like, what your life is like, what's in your life. When you have a collection of props and prompts, it's not so much about what to say, exactly the exact words. It's more about, I'm saying this, sharing this idea, concept, and then I'm moving on to the next thing, and I can show and tell. Fantastic. Step number 4 is props and prompts. Keep you present in the moment instead of trying to remember what to say next. And, you know, your personality shines through too, which is always a good thing, as long as you have a handle on this next point. Step number 5. Now, we've all seen somebody step under the spotlight and freeze. You literally see them straighten up, clench up, their bum cheeks go rock hard, their breathing changes, and you feel sorry for them. You feel uncomfortable on their behalf as well, don't you? So what can you do to make sure that doesn't happen to you? Move! Move your body. So when we move, research tells us that we reduce the stress hormones in our system, inside us, by 20%. Yes, thank you. Now, I like to get my clients to move before the thing they're going to do. But when you're under the spotlight, by the way, when you're in a meeting, stand when you speak. When you are the speaker, move when you speak. Walk. It really does calm you down, center you, reduce the anxiety. And that means that the pathway between your brain and your mouth stays open instead of being blocked and clogged by stress and anxiety. Plus, you can use what you do with your body to bring people's attention back to you. For example, pause. Pause before a really important point. That's my dog, by the way. She's not very well at the moment. And her timing is impeccable, isn't it? So use your breath. When you use your breath in a certain way, it calms you down, it centers you, it opens up your voice, your chest. You sound more grounded. Your physiology on the inside changes. So step number 5 is get physical and use your body to help you stay calm, centered, and come across as your best, credible, authoritative self. But you can do all this and people can still miss the value that you have, the things that you can do for them, if you don't communicate in a certain way. Watch this video next, where I share 11 brutal truths about communication that you need if you want people to get why they should choose you over the competition. Click on the link below the video if you want my help with this. And remember, start strong or be screwed. I'll see you in the next vid. Bye!